Hey everybody, it's David, and we'll see who's going to come on. Just go over a few things. I got some stuff coming up at White Feather. A couple people are on, that's cool. Wait a second. So just real quick, there's some stuff coming up at White Feather. I like doing events down there. Tracy's really nice at White Feather. She's been very accommodating all these years already. So there's a few things coming up. I got readings on February the 9th at White Feather. Just give them a call and she'll set everything up. Caitlin or Tracy down there, they set everything up. Hi guys, I see a few more people coming on. That's neat. That was February 9th for readings. On the 20th of February, we've got a demonstration. That's always fun. It's been good turnouts for that. We've got meditations coming up as well at White Feather. Let me take a look. So we've got, in March, I've got a meditation on the 26th of March and readings again on March 30th. Again down there. Now I'm doing readings at home as well. So if you're interested, give me a call and we can set something up. We can do it Skype. I've done one on Messenger, the video just recently. And hi Lisa, everybody's saying hi. Did one on Messenger video recently and that turned out really well. It's nice to see the person, it really is, as opposed to a telephone reading. And we'll see how this goes tonight. Hi, Doris. So some people are coming on. Yeah, I'd like to get back to London as well and doing some readings and workshops in London. We'll see how that goes. There's a shop similar to White Feather, that kind of shop in London, Spirituality in You. And nice people there too, a nice room for workshops. So we'll see about doing something there. Speaking about workshops, I did post something about the Kingsville, Leamington area, something local if anybody's interested in a workshop locally. Hi Sharon and Patty. But in Kingsville, Leamington areas, people were asking about a workshop around there. So I'm looking for some place right now, a venue, someplace to hold it. I'd like to get 8 to 12 people would be great. And the workshops have gone on fairly well. I think well received. Everybody likes them. We have a lot of fun. Lots of interaction, a lot of exercises, one-on-one exercises. And you'd really be surprised at what you get, even after just a few hours of sitting in the silence and a little meditation and opening yourself up, really getting your awareness opened up, and it really, people start picking up on stuff. And if you trust it and go for it and really, just really say what comes through, and that's the most important thing. And you'd be surprised how close and how good you can really pick things up. It's amazing. Everybody's intuitive, right? Everybody's psychic. So it's a matter of honing those abilities. Everybody's got that potential, so working on that. So yeah, a bunch of people on. That's pretty neat. If anybody's got any questions or anything, I'd be happy to answer any questions. I'll talk about the website real quick. It's my name, davidschultz.ca, so that's pretty easy to remember, I think. Check out the website. There's a contact form there. There's a little bit about readings and meditation, and a little explanation so you can kind of see what's going on. So we'll take a look here. I think I'm getting all the no, I'm not getting all the comments. I'm just figuring this out here on the comments. At least I'm getting them. First time sitting in, I'm watching from Xbox. Okay, no, I do see it, whoever's watching. Oh, Whitney looking from watching from Xbox, so yeah, I do see it. Terry Lynn says hi, so I say hi back. So yeah. Yeah, about the website. So yeah, check it out, and we can do Skype. I can do readings on Skype, and they turned out quite well. I was really happy with it because when people are far away, like the other night, we had somebody that was quite a distance away, and the reading turned out. I think it turned out pretty well. And again, when you can see somebody, for me, that works out really good for me to see somebody and to have them nearby. Is that a vodka and Coke? Looks, it's kind of red like cranberry. No, just juice. Anyway, wet my whistle. So I'm not at the I'm not at the psychic fair. There's a psychic fair this weekend. I've had a few people asking me about it. I'm not at the psychic fair. I have mixed feelings about psychic fairs because of the energy is a little bit different than the way I work. When I say I'm a medium, I'd like to say I'm a spiritual medium more specifically to that. And the readings are always for the highest and best good of everybody, of the sitter or the person that's passed, or the communicator, the person that's passed. So that's important to me. It really is. And that's why the fairs are okay. They're okay. You see a lot of people, and sometimes people don't know who to go to. And when a psychic fair comes in town, that's the best. That's the best that they can find at the time, and find out who else is around in the area that does readings. So yeah, it's a good thing. Very good. I didn't really plan on doing too much regarding any kind of readings. I don't know about the delay on the comments from when I say something. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, it was a good reading. So I'm not too sure how this is really going to work with, again, the comments and a little bit of a delay, and who all is. There's a few people on. I see Yvette went today for curiosity. She went to the psychic fair in Windsor. Is that the one you were at? I think it's this weekend, right? Just wondering what. I don't know how busy it is here in Windsor for that event. It hasn't been really that busy in the past, and they have it twice a year. So we'll see how it goes. They're usually delayed. That's normal. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I'm going to go back. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go back to what I was saying before. I've not done a reading like this or anything like this before, given any information like this before. So we'll see how this goes. I guess what I want to do is ask somebody. It's a father that's passed, and there was a nickname that he called his daughter. I'm going to go for it, right? Something along that line. There was a nickname, pumpkin pie, something along those lines. Just kind of a giggly kind of nickname that a dad had for his daughter. Just wondering if anybody can. I know there's not too many people on, so we've got a small group, but that's okay. But I've got to share that. If there's anything that I've learned, it's is give what you get. And I've gone past the point where if somebody can't pick up on it, that's okay. You've got to remember when you're going to a medium or and you're getting information, sometimes the medium has to interpret, right? Because we're picking the stuff up. So we've got to interpret it correctly. That's the real trick, is the interpretation. Because I firmly believe everything I receive is good information, true information. I hope to interpret it correctly every time, and I hope that the sitter, the people in the audience or who's getting the reading, hopefully they can interpret it correctly as well. It's nice when it's exactly, Jennifer, it's nice when it's exactly the information, because then there's no doubt, right? I see Lisa says it's Abigail's father. So did Abigail's father give her a nickname? Like, I want to say pumpkin pie, just because that's the first thing that's coming up, but a kind of a silly, and they would laugh about it, kind of a silly nickname like that. Would that fit? Another drink. Hi, Rosemary. Helen popped in too. Hi, Helen. How's things? Precious. Okay. That's the nickname was Precious. Okay. I feel like they had. I'm not sure if that's who I'm with right now, Lisa, or not. Um, but he's also talking about or showing I'm going to say like a little bracelet of some sort, but it was more um, like handmade type of bracelet. What are those things called when people have like a friendship kind of bracelet or something like that? There's a connection there for sure that they had. Hi, Bev.
He's the same Precious.
Yeah, I saw that. We'll see. Does that make any more sense at all, Lisa? I just want to make sure that's where I'm at. Oh, okay. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Give me a second. Yes, that was Tracy's voice. She's in the room. Yeah. Yeah, Doris, I don't want to make it fit. You know what I mean? So yeah. So Lisa, did the bracelet make any sense to you at all, Lisa? I'm interested in that because that's what I'm looking at. Something that was. There's Tracy. That there was a connection with something like that, a bracelet or something. Okay, so she has a bracelet. He didn't give it to her. Well, is it a homemade? I'm going to have to ask you if it's something homemade because that's what he's talking about. Something that's got, it wasn't just store bought because it's the feeling that there was more. There's love put into it. There's, it's a creation from someone. So that really puts that energy on that, and makes it closer. Yeah. Yeah, just a little delay, but we'll work with that for a minute. Okay. Oh, hi, Michelle. Dad had a nickname for you, but no bracelet. Okay. It's got to be a combination of both. I can't change that, right? It's a combination of both. Cute little nickname, and this bracelet. Boy, I really want to go to my wrist and hold my wrist a whole lot. So it has some importance. That's for sure. Make sure I'm scrolling the right way here. Okay. I don't think I'm with you either, Jennifer. Pumpkinhead's kind of funny though. So you bought her a bracelet for Christmas that a lady had made for her. And that's for your daughter, Abigail, right, Lisa? Okay, well, and there was a nickname too. Okay. Lisa, I'm going to kind of ask you one more thing. It's kind of a little bit off topic, but maybe it'll help as well. At Christmas, on the Christmas tree, I know a lot of people have special ornaments and that sort of thing. Would Abigail have a special ornament for her dad as well? Just a reminder, something that we should put on every year. Like I said, I know a lot of people do that, but I'm just trying to piece this together a little bit here. Off time between readings. Take on physical signs, symptoms from spirit. No. No, I don't. I'm very fortunate. It's a turn on, turn off. It's a switch. I'm very fortunate that way, that I can center and focus. That's really what it takes, is center and focus, and open your awareness and pick up. And with really just lots of practice, just lots of practice and years of meditation, and you learn how to open yourself up at a moment's notice or a very short period of time. You know, don't have to get into a long drawn out meditation to get into it. Or the opposite, where the spirit world, if you will, is always knocking at your door. You have to. They respect my energy. I respect their energy. It's a respect kind of thing. And if I open my awareness and I'm open to the information and what's around me, then it comes. Yeah, and it can be in all kinds of locations, all kinds of different places. But if I choose not to be open to that information, then I'm okay with it. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. I must not be with you then, Lisa. You didn't have a tree this year, so I'm going to say that it's not. That's not it. Okay. Okay. Dawn is asking anything about your mother. I'm not going to say anything specific if I'm not picking up anything specific. But a good comment regarding that when people ask about their loved ones that have passed away. I've certainly found that leaving that physical body behind is the physical body is really such a drag, right? I mean, it really is. It's just a drag. It's so that heaviness to it. It's that vibration, lower vibration to it, and all the crap that's around us all the time, right? And it's always been. I've always found in all my readings and everything, in demonstrations, all the readings, everything, that it is. When we pass away, it really is a place of unconditional love, and you don't have that heaviness that comes with this world, right? Because that's what it is here. It's a real heaviness. So they are in a much better place. It's true, and it sounds like a cliche. I know it does, but I guess somebody told me once it's a cliche for a reason, because that's what people say, and there's some truth to that. And they are in a better place. Now, don't forget your personality, the way a person was here, doesn't change a whole lot when they pass over, right? But in time, I think they do. I mean, it's really the goal is perfection of the soul, right? And we learn what we learn here. We cross over into the etheric world or the spirit world, and there's things that we're going to learn about ourselves there as well. So it is a good place. It really is. But you know what? So is this. We'll spend our time here and we'll have fun and do what we need to do here. And we're not getting out of this one alive, right? Death and taxes. So, when we do go over, there's a reunion on the other side as well. So to your question about your mom, that's something that I want to reassure people all the time. And it comes through in so many readings about, they are okay. That love never dies, that they are still there, their soul still exists, and they still communicate, give us signs and all that sort of thing is absolutely true. Yeah, absolutely. So look for those signs. Well, I talk a lot about that in the workshops, signs and what we can do to be our own mediums, our own connect with our own way, rather than going and seeing people all the time or seeing a medium. There's times when you can sit in silence and bring them to mind and connect. You can connect yourself with your family. Yeah, thank you. Hi, Jackie. Jackie, did I see you just joined. Did your dad have a nickname for you? like pumpkin pie or something like that. For whatever reason, I was drawn to your name, so that's why I'm asking already. We'll see if that makes a little bit of sense. And yeah, just thinking about it. We'll see. So I was saying earlier about the workshop in Leamington, Kingsville area. So send me a message if you're interested. I'd like to try to find. I made a couple calls today and trying to find a room, a place that is going to be, proper for that kind of thing. And they're not easy to find, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to find a venue, and we can do that in around, like I say, Leamington, Kingsville. That would be good. I'm waiting for Jackie. Jack's B. I gotta say, I know Jackie a little bit from the past, and I know her dad has passed, right, Jackie? I don't know if you want to share that or not. Earlier, I was receiving. There you are, pumpkin pie. That's the. Yeah, that's what I was asking. If he had a nickname for you, something like that kind of nickname. Hey, Chris, I see you're there too. Okay, if anybody had any other questions or anything, certainly answer them, that's for sure. So Jackie, did he call you a nickname or anything, Jackie? Something like that? And I got to, Unico, the Unico room in Kingsville. Yeah, that's a good idea, Chris. Maybe I'll give them a call. That would be all right. Yeah. Let me know, Jackie, if that makes sense for you. It's all good, Jackie. Yeah. Jackie, did that make sense to you that your dad had a nickname like that, pumpkin pie? I don't want to beat that one to death, but I guess I am, eh? Yeah. Pumpkin pie. So he did call you pumpkin pie. That's interesting. I know you just joined a little bit late, but earlier I was also talking about a bracelet of some sort, a piece of jewelry or bracelet. I really wanted to go to my wrist and talk about that and see what that's about. Also, Jackie, we spoke a little bit about Christmas time. Now, again, I know that this is a common thing as people have ornaments. Remembering people who have passed on trees, that sort of thing. But I feel there's something special about it. Yes, it did. Oh, good. Something special about an ornament as well. Jackie, if I'm with you, which I kind of think I am, you certainly know that he's around you, right? That's for sure. He's around you. Don't worry about, I feel like somebody's sitting on my chest. So, I'm feeling that weight right there as well. So he wants to make sure that you know that weight is no longer there, right? I mean, that's important, to know that he's breathing fine. I really feel like I have a labored breathing with your dad. Yeah, there's a little delay. That's okay. We've got time. he wants it with the heaviness in the chest. Just wants to make sure that you know that it's not there. So many of us see loved ones pass away under, not great circumstances, and unfortunately, that's something that that picture stays in our head. We want to make sure that that stays with the physical body. It doesn't, doesn't come over with them. Hi, Susan. Okay, Jackie. So we talked about the nickname a little bit. We talked about the tree a little bit. And I don't know if you confirmed some kind of piece of jewelry or bracelet or something along those lines. But, the important thing is here is that he wants to connect with you, right? He wants to take some of that weight off of your chest, that heaviness that you're feeling with your dad's passing. I know it's been hard on you. And when it's hard on you and they see that, they want to relieve that pain too, right? They want to come through with a message that says, hey, yeah, we're gone, but we're okay. That's the important part. It really is. Okay, so he died of lung cancer. That's the heaviness in the chest. Okay, I get that. So, that's the bad part, the disease part. And that kind of lowers, that makes you sad, right? And it lowers your vibration. So by him coming through and saying it's not there anymore, he's trying to, that's that highest and best good. That's where he's trying to, help us out here and help you out, Jackie. So yourself that is gone, that it's done, it's gone, and that's not how he feels anymore, and that's just, it's important. It's really important to know that. It'll help you. I hope it's going to help you, continue on as well, knowing that, go forward, not in sadness, but go forward knowing that he's in a better place, that things are, and it's true. That heaviness is gone. All those aches and pains are gone. Something with Jackie, while I'm still with you real quick, he's also talking about eyesight, okay? And it's about seeing, I'm getting two things with the eyesight thing, and one is in the physical, literally, eyes and glasses and that sort of thing, the literal translation. But it's also about looking forward, okay, and seeing clearly as well. So it's kind of two parts to that symbolically. So looking forward is what your dad's saying, keep looking forward, go for it. Don't put things behind you. Keep going forward and looking forward. That's the important part. But like I said, there's also there's a physical part of it too. So, where it's actual glasses themselves in the physical world, that's connected there as well. Yeah, he's okay. That's for sure. He's okay. Yeah. Doris wants to be a grandmother. Do I feel that you're going to be a grandma? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I'm going to say that. Yeah, not a maybe. I'm saying yes. How's that sound? I'm sure it sounds pretty good. Mark it down. 2 girls. Mark that down. I don't know why, but gotta say it. If I'm getting it, gotta say it. So mark that down. 2 girls. Yeah. Any messages for me? I saw your white feather. Thank you, Gina. I'm glad he's okay. Yeah, for sure. Gina, is there a family member that's okay? Gina, is there say within the last maybe 5 years or so, a family member that was out of this country, you were unable to go to the funeral services for somebody that's passed away? But I really feel it was entirely out of this country. I'll wait a second here. Just waiting to see if Gina, yes, okay. And you, okay. You know, part of what I'm picking up with that, okay, so you're saying yes. I'm going to get into that story about cemeteries and graveyards. Yes, that's where we put the bodies of people who have passed away. And it's a good way to remember people. But is it really necessary to go visit them there? You know, if it makes you feel better, that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're honoring those people. But if you're not there, like you were not there, Gina, for the service or that sort of thing, remember that you can always bring them to mind, and you can say the things that you want to say to them even now, right after they're gone. You don't have to be at that graveyard or cemetery or that place to do it. It's wonderful that we respect people who have passed away by, leaving, flowers and visiting their sites and that sort of thing. That brings them to mind for sure, for sure. But again, I want to just stress the fact that, you can put it out there, right? You can sit in the quietness, sit in the stillness a little bit, and you can bring them to mind. And I really believe that when you bring people to mind, that they are there listening. They really are. I think it's a fantastic place. It really is. The way the energy moves around in that world, in that spirit world. So yeah. Victoria says that was me. Your brother passed. Is this the same as what we're talking about with Gina, Victoria? Oh, your aunt loved her so very much. Okay, right about the cemetery. Yeah. So keep that in mind. And again, it's very, very nice and respectful to visit the people that are in cemeteries and graveyards. Yeah. But we don't have to do that. That's for sure. Victoria, you're saying that was me. My brother passed. Can you clarify that a little bit? I'm not sure which that relates to. Who's the Gina? Who's in nursing, Gina, or at least in that? If they're not directly in nursing, they're in that type of outfit. You know what I mean? The what is it called? I know some people call them scrubs and that sort of thing. That comes to mind as well. Okay. Dawn needs some help with life choices. Need some help, Dawn, or do you need to look within, look inside? Look within inside yourself, and that's something that comes up as well. People will ask for direction, and it's a good thing. You can absolutely give direction to people. Yeah, absolutely. But sometimes just asking yourself, you'd be surprised how wise and how much information is really within your own soul. And I know it's easier said than done, isn't it? Yeah. But take the time to sit in a quiet place and ask yourself and listen to yourself. Listen, I think we really are wise, and sometimes we don't listen to the voice within ourselves. And that's something that's really important. Okay, Victoria, I see what you're saying here, that you were not at his funeral. Was it in another country, Victoria? It's interesting, even with a small group, how a message can even connect a couple of different people. Just looking at some of the comments here for a second. So I don't know if that helps, Dawn. And yes and no, right? It's got to be right for you. Any choices you say you need some help with life choices. It's got to be right for you too. So seeing a psychic or a medium or something, they can help you with some direction. But it's ultimately your choice. When you walk out, you can go and have a reading, and you walk out, and whether you turn right or turn left is going to change everything. You know, it's those things that you do after the fact that leads to the next event. So, and you know, ultimately, it's always up to you. And you know, yes, you'll make the right choices, I'm sure, for sure. Let me see, Susan. Trying to answer as many as I can here, or make a comment, at least make a comment what I'm feeling. Susan Maria, do you see any changes for me this year? Yeah, but not till later in the year. That helps out. And not till later in the year, late summer. But until then, things are going to, I really feel that things are going to build and build and build and build. There's some things that have to be, things that have to take place first. That's plain and simple. Some events that are going to change the direction that you're going. And those changes will still come. But again, it's going to be late summer. Let's see here, what else we got. My dad has stopped leaving me signs. Is he still with us? Absolutely. Of course. Of course. You know, sometimes, you know, just by saying that question, you've acknowledged the fact that you've seen the signs and you're aware of the signs. And that's what he's trying to get through. Those signs. And you got it. So that's a good thing. So you got it. So he's saying, mission accomplished. I got the signs to her, and that connection was made. I think after this point, even though you feel there's no signs coming, as I've said earlier, bring them to mind, right? People that have passed away, just bring them to mind because they're there and they're listening. My dad passed away in the summer as well. And right afterwards, there were some signs. Absolutely. And I believe that's what I picked up. But there haven't been any since. I'm okay with that because I did get the message. I got the message. And I'm good with that. So yeah. Is he still with us? Yes. Remember, they're going to respect your space too, right? I mean, people ask all the time, do I have guides around me? Do I have these people around me that have passed away and that sort of thing? Yeah, you can, absolutely. They're not going to make the decisions for you, right? This is your life. This is your soul and your life. So they're around, yes. They're around keeping up our spirits, if you will, our energy, but not making changes for us. That's our fate, is it? That's the way we go. So I hope that answers your question, Christy. Don't think of it as he's not around. Yeah. Do I see a new job for Todd? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So share out. I like sharing sometimes what I see because it's kind of neat. Change of hats. One goes off and another one goes on, and it's a different color. So I know it's a change of hats. So for me, I take that as yes, it's a job, right? See you, Jennifer. Susan, thanks, Dave. Hoping for a big change. Yeah, patience. Yeah, exactly. You're welcome, Christy. This is my Aunt Leda. Hi, Aunt Leda. Does you know what? He helps already. He helps giving you the wrong words for your word find. I think that's kind of funny because that'd be about his sense of humor, wouldn't it? But I will tell you, Aunt Leda, and I know this is you've heard this 100 times. I'm seeing roses, and you know that. You see roses all the time, don't you? Or you've been given that message. I know that because I've been there when you've given that message, and you're getting it again. So he's sending roses. Gina, will my business take off? You know, people put out another little speech I'm going to do here. People say, "Oh, intent is so important," and it is, but it's got to be followed by action, right? You can have all the intent in the, my intent is to win the Lotto Max, right? It's been my intent for a long time. But if I don't buy a ticket and take that action to buy a ticket, I'm never going to win. So it's that taking that action when you have the intent. So is your business going to take off? It's going to take hard work. That's it. It's just going to take hard work, and you're going to have to step forward clearly. Yeah, big boots, put them on, and step forward. So it's going to take work as well. Yeah, some action and some work. It's not going to be easy, I can tell you that. And whatever direction you're going, whatever business it is, you may have to do some things you didn't think you might have to do in terms of working hard to get where you want to get to. It's not going to be easy, I can tell you that. Yeah, I can tell you that. Trying to keep up with the messages here. Patricia Muller. See, I remember your brother. See, from when you're from a small town, right? You know people, and your dad. Yeah. I can tell you, and then just not by the way you're asking. This is honestly how I'm feeling, and you know that they're all together. Yeah. I hope you know that. If you're not sure, I'm saying yes, they are. They are definitely all together. Your dad. Yeah. Yeah. They had a connection. Absolutely. They really had a connection. It was, I don't know how to explain it. Your dad was, it's as if they were all picking up on each other's, if I want to say energy, but they were certainly family. It was very tight, very close. And they really had a love for each other. All of you did, not just the ones that have passed, everybody. And it's just, no, no mountain high enough type of thing, right? I mean, they stuck together like crazy, stuck together like glue. And there was a real love for each other. I can see your dad with his arms around everybody on the other side as well. So yeah, any messages? The fact that they're together, yeah. Okay, just taking a look here at some of the comments. Bev McCormick. Did you and your sister play like a clapping game? That's about the best way I can describe it. Where you clap hands and do that sort of thing and say a little rhyme or a verse. Just wondering because you're asking about any messages from your sister, and that's what I'm picking up on. Wait and see. Gina's got lots of action plans in place. That's perfect. Yeah. That's good. Get everything ready to go. Yeah, that the friend. Well, yeah, we know Patricia. We know who Horse is, don't we? Yeah. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, I have not gotten any information from Horse. Maybe one of these days, hey. It's whenever they're ready, I guess, and we'll see if I get something. Yeah, that's interesting. Just waiting to hear from Bev if you and your sister did any, again, rhymes and hand stuff. That's, you know what I mean. Clapping hands and that sort of thing. I know there's a name for it. I'm just not understanding it right now. Can't remember much as young. She passed when you were 13. Yeah, okay. Bev, is there any old video, like what was it called back then? I guess 8mm, the old video stuff. Is there any of that stuff kicking around? I'd be interested if there is, or I'm just suggesting that there's something with your sister, and it's in relation to what we're talking about, singing this rhyme and clapping hands. Let's see here. Margaret, yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that, there's lots of stuff good for you, Margaret. Yeah. It's a glass is half empty, half full kind of thing. Look around and see what you have and be thankful for that. I think that's important. Yeah. And Margaret also, and there's some old acquaintances that's going to come back into your life. Okay, some people that you know. It's going to bring back some nice memories, and you're going to get connected with some of these people again. Because you've been away from. I'm not going to say whether it's family or not. I'm not picking that up, but I know there is some acquaintances that you're going to, renew. We'll see where that goes, but that's going to be some good things for you. It's going to bring your spirits up a little bit, right? You're going to go over some fun things that you used to do and do some more new fun things. It's going to be good stuff. Yeah. Oh, Jackie says, I know what the Christmas ornament connection is. Well, ta-da, good. I'm so glad to hear that. It's, that's why I said earlier, I know the information is right. It's a matter of just understanding it. And if you could pick it up, and that's really cool. That's great. And actually, Jackie, I knew I had this message for you already this morning. It's one of those things, right? I just have to wait to see if you're going to come on tonight. You've been working on healing with your hands, taking Reiki next month. Yeah, that's all good stuff, Yvette. Look at working the energy within your hands. Yeah, making like a ball and work the energy that way. I was actually doing some of that just the other day. I used to do that years ago when I took karate. We used to work with energy, people's energy, more in a destructive way, right? But you can also, it's used for healing as well. So yeah, the Reiki is good stuff, but I think take some time and do that ball of energy within your hands and manipulate it, move it around and feel that energy. You can feel the heat warm up in your hands. It's a real healing technique. Amy says hi. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Victoria, about your brother passing. Okay. Victoria, I've got to ask before I move on here real quick. Victoria, was it near water or was water involved? Was it near I'm going to leave it at that. That's what I'm going to ask, if it was near water, if water was involved. Yeah. And I'm just looking here. I see Bev. Yeah, Bev, take a look and see if you can find something. She asked before, much of that was popular in '66. Yeah, we've got some old ones. Old stuff. If it's not a movie reel, see if you can find some pictures or something. I know there's it's I want to say documented, right? It's either in an 8mm film, or there's photographs, old photographs, and it shows the two of you together. Somebody's just having fun and playing, and you're doing the rhyme and the hand thing there. I wish I knew what that was called. Clapping hands together. Okay. I hope these quick little messages help out. I haven't really done this, so it's kind of, it's good if I can give you a little bit of something. If you have a question, I can give you a little bit of just a tad of something. It's kind of neat. Since it's not really a sit-down, full-blown reading. We'll see what comes through here. Doris, any messages from Donna to my son-in-law? Doris, if this is what I'm receiving, if I'm understanding your question, Donna's passed, right? I mean, that's what it appears to be. I do know I'm feeling a huge amount of gratitude. Donna is, and that's coming from Donna, just a huge amount of gratitude. Very, very much at ease with things, with the way things were left, because things are getting taken care of. Everything is being taken care of. So that huge amount of gratitude it's important. It's really important. Sometimes when people pass away, we sometimes feel like we've got to honor them by doing things certain ways, and we always say we hope that they're happy with the way we're doing things. I can tell you that Donna's very happy with the way things are being done. Okay, so if that makes any sense, again, a lot of gratitude from her. Yvette's going to try it. Yeah, please do. Please do. A couple people came on. Nancy. No water involved. Okay, and then I'm not getting it I'm not making a connection, Victoria. Sorry about that, but I definitely felt that there was water. It was either near an ocean or water was involved. So, okay, sorry about that. I know why you're asking this. Okay, well, okay, so it has some connection. Again, as I said earlier, maybe I'm just not quite interpreting it 100% correctly. But if it's not mine to understand. If you understand it, if I tell you something and you understand it, I've done my job, really. That's good for me. I don't need to know. After readings, you know what? After readings, I forget. Sometimes I forget people's names because it's not for me to hang on to, right? And that's important for anybody that does readings or anything. We're not here to get really emotionally involved or hang on to that. You gotta let it go. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up and down here a little bit. Doris, about Donna, what are you saying? Yes, you're saying yes. Okay. So I hope, as I said, I hope it makes sense. So if it makes sense, that's perfect. That's perfect. Hi, Laura. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Doris. Hi, Patty. How's everything going? Christine's on. Lots of people. Okay. Positive, Amy, positive vibes? Yeah, positive vibes, of course. Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes, Amy, it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back, right? Sometimes that's how it goes. That's how I'm seeing it for you. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you're still a step ahead. So that's all good stuff, So are there going to be some drawbacks? Yeah, there may be. But you got to be strong enough to take that extra step and to push through it. As long as you can push through it, I think you're going to be fine. But bit of a career change, yeah. Work through it. And it's going to be a career change. It's more something that that you really want to do, right? It's not just about the making the money to pay the bills and that sort of thing and have the benefits. This is something that you want to do, so you're going to push a little bit harder. I really think we do, right? When we're doing something that we love, and that's what we try to say for everybody, right? Do what you love, and it'll always be good. So, but again, remember, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's okay. Don't sweat it. Charlie, let me see. You see a partner for myself. Well, nothing tomorrow, I'll tell you that. It's going to be a little while yet, but that's okay. Yeah, then it'll be right. That's how I'm feeling it. Okay, it's just a little bit down the road, but that's okay. Good thing waiting for. Sometimes it's good to wait a little bit longer for the right thing to come around, the right person to come around. That's what I'm hearing for you. A little bit of patience yet. Okay. I'm going to really go out on the edge here. It's going to be like at the end of the year, so a little ways away. That's okay. It'll be well worth it. How's that? Christine, that's right. Yeah. Christine, are you smelling your mom? Are you smelling her perfume or something like that around you? That would be the question that I've got for you, Christine. Thank you, Margaret. Months, tears, yeah, well, Charlie, I mean, I know. Just looking through here a little bit, years. Whitney, you're wondering if your message went through. I'm seeing that message. I can tell you that. I don't mean to skip over anybody, but if I read it and I'm not feeling anything right away, then I'm going to just kind of move on a little bit. Doing my, you're not sure, Christine. So you're okay, Christine. So you're feeling her around. Right away I was starting to smell things that you were picking up on smelling some of her things. Again, signs, right? Signs and signals and things to bring them into your mind. That's what all these signs are, right? Is that we think of them. It makes us think of them. And then that mental connection is made, that energetic or mental connection is made. So then that way they're successful in saying hello. Aunt Lita, the little boy named Caden died in a river. What was the actual cause of his death? I don't know. I want to go to his head right away. I'm feeling something to the head. If there was anything like blunt trauma. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. I didn't see anything in any news or anything. That's how I'm feeling with it right away. But I think you're right, because you're asking the question, what was the actual cause of his death? So I think you're right. You're onto it already, aren't you? That the fact that it wasn't necessarily the drowning, just because he was found in a river. So. Yeah, Margaret, you're asking about your husband. I'll be honest with you. And Charlene is asking about a relationship, a friendship right after. And you know, for some reason, they both really feel connected. If they're starting to have any memory issues, and I think I want to say cognitive abilities, and if that's changing, their thinking is changing a little bit. That goes for both Margaret and Charlene, both of you actually. Does that ring a bell? Are there some changes with that? I'm no doctor or anything, right? So I don't know what to call it other than the, cognitive changes that people have. That's related to memory and thinking patterns and that sort of thing. So I'm going to leave both of you with that. And Margaret, if your husband, specifically Margaret, if your husband's been, if he's on medication, I would just ask you to, make sure he takes his medication properly, that it's not taken out of turn or too much, too little. Just monitor that. I think that would be really important. Hi, Mary. Charlie, do you see financial change? Nancy, do you feel I'm in the right place? Do you feel you're in the right place? Pretty smart answer, huh? You're on the way to the right place. Okay, does that help? You're on the way. Are you in the right place yet? Are we all, is anybody in the right place, right? So you're on your way. You're on your way. We all are, and you just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, just keep going on the way you're going. I think it's important that you do that. And don't forget, when we're all in this journey, we're all, life is going on, and sometimes things are good, sometimes things aren't so good, and sometimes things hit a plateau, right? And we're kind of stuck. It's pushing through, keep going and pushing through and getting past that. And that's where I feel you're at, Nancy, is if you're not sure, just keep pushing forward. Don't stop. You'll get off that, and then things will start to improve again. You'll be on your way. Lisa's asking a little bit here as well. Yeah, actually, Lisa, at first, no, I didn't. But then I see you've asked also if you've made the right decision moving to PEI. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes. I really feel that's much better for you. Yeah. Okay, Margaret. Yeah, as I said, Margaret, again, just keep an eye on the medication. That's important. I'm not a doctor, so I can't really add to that. Yeah. So we got a few messages out. I don't know if anybody had anything else they wanted to add. Oh, it's been an hour already. I can't believe it. Holy cow. Time flies like crazy. Yeah. So yeah, obviously in a sit down reading or one-on-one, whether it's Skype or how it is, it's going to get all of this in more depth, right? For something like this, I can give, really, it's just intuitive impressions, right? First impressions, intuitiveness, what comes through a little bit. I'm glad I got some information for Jackie that seemed to fit well, so that's good. Some stuff that came out earlier, and that worked out well. But yeah, in a reading, especially if a loved one comes through, if it's more mediumship reading, And then the idea is for me to blend with the person that's passed, right, and bring through that soul, his personality, his or her personality, and bring it through, and really stick to it with the energy. So I'm learning here on Facebook Live, something like this. It's neat getting these quick questions. I give you whatever I can at the time, and this is kind of how it goes this way, I guess. So all I can say is hang in there, Margaret. Hang in there. Don't give up. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay. Whitney's asking, do you have anything for me? Whitney, do you have a little boy? That would be my question. When I say little boy, probably under 10 years of age or so. I'll wait and see if you're welcome, Charlene. Does that make a little bit of sense to you? I'm just wondering. Whitney, yeah, you got a little guy there. I'm really feeling his energy coming through. There's a lot of energy there. So if I got something for you, yes, you got a little bomb there that he's just working and working and working, and a lot of energy there. You're gonna have a lot of fun with him as the years go by, for sure. He's just, again, it's going to be your job to find him outlets to get rid of all that energy, if it's in sports or what it's going to be. Smart little guy, I'll tell you. I'm not sure how old he is right now, but I'm feeling that's really working. His brain's a sponge, and he's going to be doing a lot of, you're going to be busy keeping him busy. Yeah, and keep it up. I really feel he's certainly going to be something when he gets older. That's for sure. He's going to have that drive, that initiative. He's going to be running companies or something like that. He's just got quite the energy there with him. Yeah, so that's what I'm picking up. So good luck with him. He's 10. Okay, so that's that's about right. Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's watching. Okay. Yeah, just a lot of energy there. A lot of imagination as well. Yeah, 10 years old, for sure. Okay, I think I might, okay, hi Hunter. I might close it down here shortly. And so again, if you're interested in anything, just take a look at my website, davidschultz.ca. There's information there. I'm at White Feather doing lots of stuff there on a pretty regular basis. And I think that's about it. If I haven't got anything else. Charlene's saying about her mother. Yeah. Well, I didn't say the word, Charlene, but that's kind of what I was leading to, right? I'm sure you understood that. So I just feel that there may be a bit of an imbalance there. And in your situation as well, Margaret. So it's a real challenge. I know it is a real challenge sometimes when that sort of thing comes into your life, be it friends or family. It can be a real challenge. Okay. Just take a look real quick here at the comments. You know what, regarding Colton? No. I see several things that are going to be it's going to be undecided, and that's I guess that's the thing. What you're going to do with his adult life, some kids seem to grow up and they have a focus, and it just seems to carry through, right? It just carries through right through school, whatever, college, university, and career. It just follows kind of the same direction. With Colton, do I see that? No, I don't. I see that there's several opportunities, and there might be some trial and errors. Nothing's wrong with that, right? If you don't try it, you don't know for sure. So with some trial and errors that are going to be taking place there. I mean, it'll all iron itself out, absolutely. But certainly not at first. It's going to take a little bit of trying and seeing what works properly, what works the best. Okay. Let me take another quick look. Mary, do you have a message for me, please? Yeah. Are you working with a crystal ball? That's what I have to ask you first. Are you working with a crystal ball? We'll see what she says. Because if you are Mary, I'll just, so it's not silence on here, I'll just keep talking. If you are working with a crystal ball, I would suggest that you start to wean yourself off of that. And what you're seeing in your mind, and just start to transfer that what you're seeing, transfer it without the ball. The ball, it's a focal point, right? The ball. Let me see here. I do have one, yes, okay. Remember stuff like that, the cards and pendulums and stones and crystal balls and that sort of thing. They're focal points, right? And really, if your mind is focusing on that item, like a crystal ball in this example, it opens up your awareness. It gives your mind some freedom, right? Because you are focusing your mind. So it allows it that freedom to pick up other information. So eventually, I would say, if you're using the crystal ball and you're feeling energy with it, it's just a matter of weaning yourself off of that, because you can see it in your mind. It doesn't have to be with the crystal ball. As I said before, that's where you're seeing it anyway. Oh, okay. I know when you say I have margaritas, I know what you mean, not the drink. So I know what you mean. Okay, you haven't used it in a while. Okay, that's okay. If you're getting images, if you're getting things, I know you do some readings. So if you're getting things without it, that's okay. Because I don't think I want to ask you to start using it if you're not needing it. A lot of times that's something that the sitters like to see, right? They like to see cards and they like to see action and things around them. I've never used anything myself. Sometimes people, when they sit across from me, they're a little bit, they want to look around and want to see where's this stuff. And I don't have stuff. Because it's a little, for me, that's just not what I use. So, okay. Alicia, Bill Crowley. Do you have a grandfather that's passed? That would have where you would have been on the farm with them, or something like that. Because I feel that maybe when you were smaller, there were visits to the, I'm going to say to the farm, just the way I'm seeing it. You're saying yes. Okay, so grandfather's passed, but what about the? I got to ask you about. It's either a farm or garden or something. It's outside, and I can see the dirt. Really, that's what I'm seeing, and just enjoying that time, and mainly him enjoying the time with you. Okay. You're welcome, Mary. I think I'll be seeing you at White Feather pretty soon. Yeah. So we'll see if Alicia. Yeah, just understanding a farm wants to come into play, and again, he's bringing up these memories of enjoying you when you were small, and a real wonderment in his eyes. Does that make sense? He loves the garden. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Yeah, he loved the garden. Okay, there's a real wonderment I'm seeing in his eyes, and it's focused on you. So if he passed before you were born, you know, he's certainly, this is definitely a connection between him and you for sure. So he's just making that known, that love that he had for you, even though you never met. You know, I still believe that you did meet, if you know what I mean, prior to you being born. Okay. Because he's really got that love for the grandchild in his eyes. I can really see that for sure. Yeah. I just really feel it. I know by that statement you wouldn't really have known him, but maybe what others talked about. He just feels like a very gentle man, very gentle and understanding man. Alicia, did you have pet rabbits when you were smaller? I gotta ask. Sometimes the craziest things come out just out of the blue, right? Oh, you had them on your memory table. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay. Well, you know he was there then, right? That's for sure. Hi, Christine. So we'll wait and see if Alicia. Not sure why they're showing me rabbit. That's why I want to ask you about that. No rabbit. Okay. You know that old phrase, are you pregnant? Because of the rabbit, I gotta ask. I've always said, right, the information, I think the information, I trust it. It's interpretation. So we'll see what happens with that. Watch neighbors' rabbits all the time. Yeah. Okay, well, I think it's 9:50 or 10 to 10. Oh, you're trying, LOL. Yeah, okay. Well, hey, maybe that's another sign, right? There we go. Maybe things will work out sooner than later. Yeah, you hope so, eh? Okay. Well, listen, thanks everybody. Thank you for coming and spending almost an hour and a half. Time goes by pretty quick. Yeah, it was always a rabbit on your lawn in the morning. And yeah, I think I'm going to do. I'll definitely do this again. I don't know. I enjoy, especially the quick questions. It's a lot of fun. Something that helps. Hey, you know what? It helps me to practice too, right? And it's good stuff if you can get a little something. Thank you for coming. And I guess we'll talk to everybody later. A lot of people that I know here, right? So I'll be seeing you, I'm sure. And that's about that. So thank you for coming. I'm going to end the video. So see you next time.